Hi all, I'm Carolyn Long here with Savannah Rudicel because I wanted you to know a little bit more about this little secret we found out about a few days ago, and I just figured you had as many questions as I do about the Price is Right, and this one seems to be the expert.
Yes, as a Price is Right former contestant.
Slash winner,
yeah, I won my showcase about 4 years ago.
Oh my gosh, now you're young. How old were you at the time?
I had just turned 19 at the time, so it was barely legal to play, but I knew I'd wanted to be on since probably 12 years old.
So you're a big Price is Right fan.
Huge Price is Right fan.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm with you there. So I have a bazillion questions. The first of which starts with, what's the trick to getting chosen?
You have to have really, really high energy. So they don't audition you necessarily. You have no idea you're gonna get picked, but there's producers all the way around who are watching everybody.
Watching the line.
Exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
they're experts at knowing who's gonna be a good contestant on there. So having really, really high energy and knowing the game, that's a big one too. Have a little bit of Price is Right knowledge. I think that helps.
Know that you want to play Plinko.
Yeah. See,
all
Plinko's a
wanna
good one.
Play Plinko.
Yeah,
but you wore the yodeling game
The yodeling
t-shirt.
guy.
Is this what you wore on the show?
This is the exact Shrek
And that's
shirt.
your sticker
That's my
name
name
tag?
Yeah, a little worn, well loved. Yeah. So I wore this shirt because this is Drew Carey's favorite game. He loves the yodeling guy game. I just wanted him to notice it.
But you didn't play that game.
No, I played side by side, so it was kind of a this price or this price game.
And you won that.
Yes.
And who'd you go with, first of all?
I went with my mom. My mom and I took a trip out to California.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was
so
great.
you wanted desperately for at least one of you to get picked.
Yes. Yeah.
So
we
what did you do when you heard your name?
Well, it's so funny. It's so loud in that studio. You don't really hear your name. That's why they have production assistants with your name on a big foam board, and they're shaking it at you on stage, telling you to come on down. So I'm sitting there in the audience, and I'm just clapping along because the show's getting started, and then I hear "Come on down, Savannah Rudicel." I was laughing, thinking I want it to be me so bad. I thought they said my name, and they did. So I jump up. I was the very first.
You thought you were imagining things.
I did. I thought I made it up until I saw somebody saying, "You have to get down on stage right now." First name called up. It took just a minute to get my sea legs under me. My first bid was way, way off, but I got it together.
Okay.
Later.
And then the second bid, you were on stage.
Not quite second bid. So it took. The first one, I was off. I was just way off. I was so nervous. Second one, I was over by $20 on some kitchen appliances. Third bid comes around. Doris snipes me by $1. Oh. I know.
You got to do the dollar or the zero bid.
I mean,
dollar up or zero.
Exactly. I respect
wins
the
the
play,
game.
but it hurt. It hurt.
Sure.
So then by the fourth time, I'm getting a little nervous, but that's when I get up. They bring down 2 Samsung tablets, and I don't really know. I haven't shopped for a lot of electronics, but just something in my gut said $900. I knew it. I knew it right away. $900. Exactly on the money. $900.
So you won the extra cash.
I won the extra $500.
Nice.
It comes out of Drew Carey's pocket, and he just hands it to you, and I can't even remember.
If I win nothing else, I've got 2 tablets and a $500 cash in my
me
card.
directly from Drew Carey, who I love so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how was he?
He was incredible. Everyone always wants to know, is he really as funny as he looks?
kind? Yeah.
I mean, if it's possible, he's even funnier. He's even kinder. In between all the little breaks, while they're in commercial break, he does almost like a stand-up comedy bit, and he dances with the audience.
Oh, fun.
He's great.
Okay, so you won your game, which
Yes.
means then you got to spin the wheel.
Yeah, so I won my game, which is a trip to Orlando. Oh, for 2. Yeah.
Bonus.
Yeah, I know. So then I spun the wheel.
How heavy is that wheel?
It's as heavy as it looks.
It does seem like it would be heavy.
Right. In the older episodes, when they used to have those long bars with kind of the wooden knobs on the side, and everyone would hit their head, I feel
or fall under.
I feel so bad for them because that had to have hurt. It really did. But the wheel really is as heavy as it looks. And my recommendation for anybody going on: know who you're going to give your shout out to. You have very little time.
Right.
So when you're kind of floundering and trying to find the right.
So what'd you
people,
say?
Well, I gave my shout out to my grandma Shawnee in Shawnee. Her name's Mary Jo, and that was it was a real quick in and out.
Well, did you say hi to Mom in the audience?
Oh, she was there.
She knew.
Need the shout
She
out.
knew. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So you win the wheel.
Yes. Well, I won with a 35. So the first guy went over.
How'd you win with the 35?
The first guy went over, poor thing. And then Esther, she was right in front of me, and she spun a 20. and then a 5. That's got to be like one of the lowest spins you can get after 2 spins.
So in one spin, you got
one
the 35?
Spin, hit a 35. Going to the
Excellent.
showcase.
Going to the showcase showdown. How about that? All right,
Great.
so then showcase showdown comes up. Now you're getting more nervous, I would assume.
That was the only time I got nervous, because until then I couldn't believe it was happening.
Right.
And then we had a minute
Surreal.
to think about it, that it hit. So I was really nervous. So they announced the first showcase, and the first woman, she spun more than a 35, so she took that one. And then my showcase comes up, and it's 2 motorcycles and a trip to Fiji.
Okay, not bad.
Not bad. So I had no idea how much the motorcycles were. That's not a common prize on The Price is Right. So I didn't really have an idea, because I watched all the time and tried to, get a gauge.
Memorize it. Yeah,
I did.
Memorize prices, sure.
So I kind of had a guess, and I figured that Fiji trip was, on the higher end of the international trips, and I guessed about 19,500, 19,500, and I thought it was a good bid. But then in the commercial break after that, they opened up the doors to have the other woman's car that she was going to win, and started polishing it. I don't know if it was a mind trick or what it was, but I was convinced.
So you're
I had
thinking,
lost.
oh, they're about to
lost.
show her showcase.
Show her winning. So I was
Show
just,
her
did
winning.
Did I go over? Did I ruin it?
Ah,
One big chance.
bummer.
No, I was off by about $1,500.
So you won it.
So I won.
You won the whole thing.
I won the whole thing.
So, okay,
was
so you
great.
got all these great prizes. You got a
Yes.
trip to Orlando, you got a trip to Fiji, you got motorcycles,
Yes,
random.
I know.
Do you ride a motorcycle?
I don't.
Okay,
No.
so what do you do with all these prizes?
I know, well, the motorcycle, since I didn't ride, I sold them back to the dealership.
Okay, that's how that
contract
works?
out. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. So that helped a lot there. But then I went on the trips. I took my whole family to Orlando. My mom and I went to Fiji. She called dibs. She was the first.
I
one
was
to know
going to say, did
going.
you feel partly responsible to kind of split this with her?
Oh yeah, because it was very much it was team effort there. I was looking back at her for advice too.
Okay,
she
good.
Was, she
Okay,
was
good.
holding up the nines. Oh yeah, she and I were partners. So we went to Fiji together. That was the most beautiful place I've ever seen on this earth.
And I want to ask you, and I don't know if you can even tell me, but everyone seems to think that the taxes are so high when you win these game shows. Is that
Yes,
true?
That's the #1 question I get, but it really wasn't that bad, because on the trips that I won, they have little excursions built in, like 2 tickets to Universal Studios, or in Fiji, like a massage, was included
Sure.
in the price. But instead of those, they give you the cash value towards them that they apply directly towards your taxes.
Oh.
So it lowered them by quite a bit, and it just wasn't that bad.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay, so any other, I don't know, juicy advice you have
Yes.
to give to someone watching that really has always had it kind of on their bucket list to get out there and get on the show?
Go. First of all, go.
Just go. It's a
Just
free
go.
ticket.
It's a free ticket. You got to get out there. It's a small studio. That was one thing I was really surprised by. It's about 300 people in the audience, and the studio, it doesn't look like you could fit 300 people in there. It helps keep the energy up. So you got to go, just show up, but make sure you watch. If you watch every day,
Study
for
it a little.
even month, study a little, listen to other people, talk to other alumni, who have been on the show. It helps a lot if you kind of have a range and a guess of where you're going.
Do you still watch? Do you still big fan?
Almost every single day.
Oh, it's one of my favorite game shows too.
Yeah.
Savannah, congrats.
Thanks, Carla.
By the way, it's so
Thank
fun
you.
to know these things about people you work with. So I hope you
Exactly.
enjoyed it too. Thanks for watching.